What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I have right here the 2020 iPhone SE. This is the second generation iPhone SE. The first one came out in 2016 with the body of the iPhone 5S. This one came out in 2020 with the body of the iPhone 6, 7, and 8. So this body has been around since 2014. But I want to talk about if this phone right here in 2022 is still worth it, because we're hearing rumors of its successor. But before I do dive right in, I'd really appreciate it if you can give this video a thumbs up and turn on the bell notifications, as it does help out the YouTube algorithm and will help push my content out to more people. Anyway, let's dive right in. Okay, so like I said, we're expecting a successor to the iPhone SE 2, the 2020 iPhone SE, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like we're probably going to get it around March or April of this year, just like how we got this device in April of 2020. And I believe the iPhone SE, the original iPhone SE, was unveiled in March of 2016. So a 2-year gap between this and the successor. But first, we've heard rumors of a iPhone XR-like design for the iPhone SE 3. That has been since pushed out to 2023, 2024. So it looks like we're going to be getting just a refresh of the same design. And this design comes from the iPhone 6, which was first introduced back in 2014. So, I mean, it looks like Apple is going to use this design for almost a decade long, a 10-year long time to use just this one design. And it's, if you ask me, just looking at it, it is a very outdated design, but a lot of people have come to love this design. When you look at this phone, you know it's an iPhone with that home button that we just don't have on really any smartphone anymore. We don't have that home button that includes Touch ID. For those that include Touch ID, those are just on the iPads right now, and they're embedded into the power button. Maybe we might see that in the new iPhones this year. Who knows? I hope so. But anyway, with the new iPhone SE that's going to come out, the successor to this one right here, it just looks like same design, same build, but just a spec upgrade with either a A14 or A15 Bionic chip, as well as 5G. And if you think about it, that's great and all, but what about the battery life? I mean, the battery life wasn't the greatest on the iPhone SE. So, I mean, if you think about it, having those spec upgrades as well as, 5G is really going to hurt battery life even more. So I really do hope that they add just a bigger battery, if they can make this thing a little bit thicker to, get you throughout the day. We saw with the mini devices, they're just not the greatest in battery life. Granted, the 13 mini has a larger battery than its predecessor, the 12 mini, and that has really suffered, the 12 mini, in terms of battery life. So hopefully, Apple does something to at least add more, add a bigger battery to its iPhone SE 3. And that's why I want to talk about why this phone probably isn't worth it if you, keep in mind nothing of this is confirmed as of yet. But if you do, keep in mind, like, okay, there's going to be a new iPhone SE that might come out potentially this year that's going to replace this one and it's going to be more up to date. Should I hold on to, should I wait for it to come out? Should I just pick this up right away? And is this worth it? It's still a powerful device. Even 2 years later, it has the same, it has the A13 Bionic chip that was first found in the iPhone 11 series. It's still a powerful device. It doesn't have 5G, and granted, we're still in a time where 5G isn't, it's not that mainstream still. It's getting there day by day, but you're not going to miss out on too much if you don't have it. It's still a powerful device. It has a rear camera lens, just one camera lens. Nowadays, we're seeing even, phones at this price tag of $399 that come with a dual, sometimes even a triple camera setup. But for this one, the iPhone SE, I think it's perfectly fine. You're not going to be finding the Touch ID home button on any other smartphone. I think that's a plus. And overall, just the size, it's pretty compact. It's what we come to love and know about Apple. When you have this device in hand, you just know that you're going to be in good hands with using this type of iPhone. But then again, I mean, keeping that in mind, like, is it really worth it? I don't think so. Knowing that there's going to be a successor that's going to be more powerful, that's going to last you longer, this really isn't going to be worth it. Now, for those of you who, price is a determining factor for you, keep in mind that the iPhone SE is the cheapest model of all of, Apple's lineup. This comes in at $399 for 64 gigs. We might see the base model go up to 128 gigs. We might see the new iPhone SE 3 coming in at a price tag of $349. We've seen rumors of $269, $299. Obviously, those aren't confirmed, of course. None of these are 100% confirmed, but if you take a look, put price into consideration, is it worth getting this for $399 brand new, or even like $300, $350 renewed, when you can wait a couple months and get, the newest, the latest and greatest from Apple? I personally would say no. Then again, if you're in need of a phone, like right now, your old phone is broken, you just can't wait, then yes, you're not going to be losing, you're not going to be making a terrible decision, a bad decision by any means. This is a great device. iPhone SE was one of my, favorite phones of 2020, because I love the fact that these phones that cost $300, $400, they perform really well, and they prove to us that we don't need the latest and greatest. We don't need those $1,000, $1,200, $1,300, even $1,800 phones. We just don't need them. We can be fine by using this phone that performs literally everything that $1,000 phone can perform. So in the end, I don't know if it's going to be worth it in 2022 when we have its successor that's going to come up. If we didn't have a successor, I'd still say, hey, this is a great phone. It gets the job done. It's a great phone for someone, your kid's first phone. It could be someone who is a little bit older that's getting into the Apple ecosystem. I know some who, are switching from their really old phones that are just not going to work anymore, and they're switching to the iPhone SE because it is the most budget-friendly Apple iPhone. This is the best way to enter the Apple ecosystem if you're looking for something on a budget. In that sense, yes, but just knowing, and just me knowing and working in this industry, that there's going to be a successor, I just can't really say, hey, pick this up right now. Wait until the new one comes out. And if you like the new one, pick up the new one. If not, then definitely, you can pick this up with a deal. You can pick it up at a discount, or you can pick it up renewed. I definitely like to recommend renewed devices. Amazon renewed smartphones are amazing. I've used them before. They're literally just like brand new. Definitely recommend them. I'll leave a couple links of the iPhone SE still if you're interested in the description down below. But just my personal preference, I would say wait for the new iPhone SE 3 and then make up your choice. So for right now, I'd hold off on this second gen iPhone SE in 2022. But like I said, it's my preference. I really appreciate your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to Superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the YouTube algorithm and will help push my content out to more people. Anyway, that's been it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to Superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, Superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.